Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this a jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad ain't pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, don't make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number saved, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, but he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Hey, hundreds and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Hey, she want it like me, cause her like she can count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100 in the bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100 million bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, blue hunts, whole team counting, that's a big number.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Spring. Check. Lucky. Check. Ready.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He'll wind up getting a yard. On the game's first play, it's second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Roethlisberger. Being chased out. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Out of the gun, it's Elliott. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
The pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Steelers' 19-yard line.
Here we go. Pittsburgh.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set it.
On 2nd down now, it's Elliott. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott, and he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. A pretty big opening there on 1st down. 8 yards up to the 33. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. 3rd and 2, now Roethlisberger. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a run with McCaffrey. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Here we go. 230.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Ready? Black 80.
50. Marcus, defense, Marcus. Shift. Showing up.
Snickers. 66.
He's checking.
Take 2 of them. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And down inside the 15 he goes. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
General West, take both of them.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Pushing and fighting his way in for a Steeler touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Shifts by him. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
At the 29-yard line.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 53. 22. Short.
From the 29, Jackson throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check 26. Check.
Now it's Jackson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. These two teams all tied after 1. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Jackson from the shotgun. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there. Jackson on 1st down. This will be caught by Brown. A nice move he had, but can't break away. And he's brought down just inside the 30. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the 1st.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Jackson, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 6-yard touchdown run, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Space to maneuver at the 40. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Easy.
Now a first down carry by Bell. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. 3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run on first down. Bell. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll run with McCaffrey. About 3 yards there to the 27.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Steelers on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Jackson got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. Forced out to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. Jones has it. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. Jackson now, dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Eluding the pressure right. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Alert, alert!
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Show that bench release and go. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Gotta do better. Four. Come on, QB, come on. These two. 55. Check. Take 2 of them. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Hey, 55! It's coming this way, here we go.
On third down, Jackson steps away. He may try and run for this. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. A first down carry by Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's make these babies
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
10th carry now for Elliott. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Man open left side is Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. Flushed out right. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He's going to find his tight end Boyle. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down. 4th down, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, there to make the grab as the Ravens push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Mike, 55.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Throwing on 2nd and long. Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. On 1st down, Elliott. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
They go to Elliott again. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Jackson being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down. Jackson on 1st down. He completes it to Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. That turnover might just about do it here. Fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. To throw is Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, but it'll be second down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Jackson to throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. They were trying to go to Brown once again, and it's third down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now Jackson rolling to his left. This is caught, and he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Jackson flush to his right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The sack by T.J. Watt, or as his mother Connie calls him, Trent Jordan Watt. On second and goal, Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on fourth and goal. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's go. Let's do it.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Green brings it in. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Now a desperation throw, deep depth, and this is going to be intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Now Jackson's going to throw it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. He wants it all for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Throwing is Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 46 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. And now what the heck is this? A punt formation from the red zone? So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Ravens, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, the loss here will move them